Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Derptopia SMP. My name is Fiasco. Thank you so much for joining me. I took a little vacation, about a week off from the server and playing Minecraft in general. And guess what happened? I'm under attack. There's a whole army sieging my beautiful wool castle. There's one of them now. Okay. I did peek around. Okay, there's so many beautiful things to see here. One, this tower. I assume I don't know whose this is. Probably Ryan's. I believe he said Mags had the idea. We're gonna go through all of this though. I am too thrilled. First of all, okay, let's start on this side at this beautiful ent, which is throwing a rock at me. Haha, I take your scaffolding, whoever left that there. This thing is very cool. Love that a lot. Don't like how it's throwing rocks at me, the good guy, but, you know, all's well that ends well, I guess, after I win this war. Let's take a closer look at this. Oh, free supplies for me. I love that. I love that a lot. Lots of moss for some reason. Yeah, I don't know who built this, but this is incredible. And then if we move along over here, we have that tower, which is beautiful. That, to me, says Ryan. That's very much his style. And I think it's just amazing. Over here, we have a battering ram. Maybe we'll get some armor stands up in here and have people actually working it. And it has actually broken through my wall. Also, the server is so laggy right now, I can just walk through blocks. And these details are just fantastic. Now, I did plan on moving this wall. I might just have to build a proper wall in its place because now all this other stuff is here. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. What a wonderful addition to my place. Except for these signs, or these paintings, these will be coming down. Not sure why those are up. And then I was just wandering around over here, and I was like, what is all this? Pumpkins? They've made a whole house over here. I will return. The king is mad. I don't know what that means. I miss too much when I leave. These guys are ridiculous. Whoever made this, props. This is gorgeous. I love the colors. Just making sure nothing's booby-trapped. More free stuff for me, of course. And maps. This looks either like a shrine or... hard to say. Love it, though. Very well done. That's magenta terracotta. Just loving it. Now we move on up over... let's see if there's any other surprises waiting for us. Nothing down the wall here by the looks of it. Wouldn't be surprised if they hit a few sneaky things. Oh, of course. How could we forget about the catapults, which are... oh, yes, they have the flags. That's Mags. That's, I believe, Hani. And that is... Ryan. Or that's Ryan and that's Mags. I actually don't remember. I'm a bad friend. I believe that's Mags. I think that's Ryan and that's Hani. What a lovely group of people. And they're throwing the Pog sign at the castle. There's the P. The O is just about to go. And the G is getting loaded up here. That is so funny. I knew they were going to do something. I didn't think that they were going to do something on this scale. This is quite a big project for them to accomplish in, quite honestly, not really a lot of time. Oh, blown away. Free XP for me as well. Let's go in the bottom of this tower just in case there's any secrets waiting for me. Down here. Okay, so this is Ryan's tower. That is his flag. And I did go up before. There is a throne room. Sorry, it's very laggy right now. All right, we will take the stairs, which is a shame because they are very long. So I think I checked the top of the main tower, and there's kind of a throne room up there, which, of course, I will claim for myself after I crush this puny army at my gates once my castle is actually built, and I can defend something. Right now, they're just attacking a frame of wool, which is, you know, probably not going to stand very long against an invading army. Let's see. Where are the entrances to the other towers? Aha. So here's our main one. Throne room. Beautiful. I won't be sitting on this throne until I actually claim it for myself. And then there was smaller towers out here. and these don't really lead to much, but it's beautiful nonetheless. I never in a million years thought I would ever be under siege. Wow. The things that happen on this server when you take just a few days to yourself. All right. I don't really know what to do with this right now, so I'm just going to continue on with what I had already planned on doing. This can all fit into the lore of my world, though. I actually don't need to get rid of any of this. What's blinking? Whatever light source is around here is blinking on and off, and I don't like it. Oh well. So on to today's actual project. Now that we've had a bit of a break from building, I feel like I need to get back into it. This castle is going to be a lot of work, and I just got to get cracking on it. So we are going to work on this main hall today, and what I'm going to do is build this out of brick, kind of make it look like a bit of a cathedral made out of brick. I wasn't sure what materials I was going to use, and then I was just doing some image searching online, and I found a few ideas that I think are going to look really good. It'll be a little bit simple. It won't be super complex, but it should look kind of neat with the palace sitting on top of it. Hopefully it all comes together when I actually go to put the palace up. But in the meantime, it'll be a pretty nice start for our build. It'll also give us a nice safe spot to kind of store our building material and all that. We'll have a lot of nice big space in here. It'll be a bit of a challenge with these towers intersecting it. Not really sure how to build everything right off the bat. If I build, I think the towers will have to... Don't attack me. Don't attack me. Good. He knew it's good for him. Yeah, we're going to wing it. We'll do the front wall first and kind of see if we like everything. I'm going to have to allot where our door is actually going. I think that this was the space I had for kind of like a nice entrance here. So things will change as they always do once I start building, but I need to go and gather some materials because I no longer need wool, and I forgot that I had all this wood here. Huh, wow. Okay, let's get cracking. So after some serious off-camera work later, I have come up with a pretty cool design, if I do say so myself. Now, there's a lot of work to be done here, but I don't think that this is horrible. It kind of looks like an insane asylum, I'm not gonna lie, but is that the worst thing in the world? Maybe my kingdom is crazy and you don't want to mess with them. Or maybe they were just designed by the same architect. Could be either. Now, a lot of things still need to go into these builds. The details, especially on the tower tops and on the walls. And this gate, I'm not 100% sure if I actually like this gate or not. I might need to bring the bricks down a bit so that this door isn't actually so big. In the real build, this hole wouldn't be here. We would just make it look kind of like this door could all open as one if it wanted to. But I think it might be too big for that, actually. You know what I'll do? I might make a second smaller door inside of it. I don't know. We're going to figure it out, though. That's the important thing. But this is kind of the vibe for the main hall. And it does look a little bit awkward with like the intersections of like the tower cutting it off over here and over here. But I like how it isn't centered on the gate over here. Our gate over here, we come into the courtyard and then you get a reveal for the main palace and great hall, which I like. And this courtyard, of course, will have all types of other goodies in it. In fact, this courtyard is actually kind of small for a palace courtyard, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. The important thing is that this is coming together nicely. A few things to note in the windows here. You'll notice that I did some of them glowing and some of them not. The difference there is shroom lights. In the back, rather than having white concrete behind the bars, I have shroom lights. And that is to give the illusion that someone's in that room. You know, these are all different rooms of this great hall. Maybe it's a big manor. Maybe there's all types of different, a ballroom, a dressing room, a kitchen, blah, blah, blah. But not all of the lights would be on at the same time. So the ones that do have their lights lit have the shroom lights, and the ones that don't just get white concrete because it's such a good neutral block. Like, You could walk right past here and not notice that there's a perfect wall of white behind here. It almost looks gray. It's just so non attention catching that you would never know it was there, which is great. Well, that's what you want in something like this, because I don't want the attention to be there. I want the attention to be on the rooms that are lit. That's the same thing with the other side over here. We just have kind of a different sequence of rooms lit over here. And so most of them are out, but a few of the lights are on. And that's mostly to kind of have a cool look for at nighttime. When we're flying through here, you can see a couple of the rooms are lit, a couple aren't. And I might end up doing that trick with these towers as well. Depends on if I want to use the inside of these towers or not. So that's it so far. I mean, it's really not all that horribly complicated. I guess we'll take a little fly around. Kind of hard to picture without the rest of the castle in place, but this is the foundation for it. And on top of it, I believe we are still going to go with a white palace, which should look very cool. If not physics-wise, it should all make plenty of sense. I don't know how I just landed on this, but it works. So, like, I could leave these towers just like this and have regular Minecraft towers, but you know what? I want to do a little bit of detail like I've done with my towers over there, over there, over there. Just a little bit extra, but I do need to just, like, get some real solid groundwork done first. This is a big project, and if I don't start making miles on it, it might not get done before the end of the season. So I'm going to worry about little details and interiors and whatnot a little bit later on, which is great for me because I enjoy that work. But for now, I just got to get some walls in place. And that is going to mean doing this wall over here next, probably. And that is this main one right here. Oh, beautiful wall. Perfect opportunity to see what we're capable of here. Now, it'll be a little bit odd because I need to connect the roof first, I think, and then see how much workspace we have to play with here. Because I do want a nice stained glass window here. The whole wall itself will not be that complicated, but that stained glass window will be kind of the center focus of it, and actually kind of the center focus of the whole village when they're looking up at the castle. So I'm going to get cracking on that next. And bam! All done. So instead of going with the stained glass window there, which I kind of thought I wanted, I decided to go with the clock instead. I think that that's kind of neat, and using the magic of armor stands, I was able to get a couple sticks up there pointing for the hands of the clock. And I think it looks pretty good. It's not the most horribly complicated wall in the world. I do need to texture it, I suppose, with the copper and the andesite. Not andesite. Granite. That's the word I was looking for. Granite. So we need to do a little bit of that over there. Also, some of these kind of over oxidized, and I was looking at them, and I kind of like it. So I'm allowing that one, and that one. I've waxed them now, but I allowed them to go to that stage, and I think I'm gonna maybe have one or two more over here. I kind of like it. I might need to actually strip the wax off of some of these. I kind of want more shiny copper over here. But that'll be kind of a thing that I have to like fine tune after everything is like in a good oxidization. Oxidization. Is that a word? Everything is oxidized. Then I can kind of strip and clean and go as I go. But I like having the shininess in there here and there. So this is just a little bit bland for me. But yeah, so if you're wondering why these are green, that's why. It's on purpose. I like it. And the only reason it does work is because the roof, the accents, the dark prism, it's all green, right? So it does work to have a little tiny bit of the oxidized copper in here as well. Okay, so I guess I am not done this wall. I need to go and texture it. And that, of course, will just make it look so much better. The only thing, like, you literally can't even tell right now that these are brick stairs. Like, it's such an optical illusion with the patterns of the bricks. So I do need to make sure that these stand out. Maybe I'll make them all granite or something like that. So let's get to work. Okay, now it's actually done. The texturing always makes it just look so much better. Didn't really know how I was going to feel about using copper in this build, and I love it. These, obviously, a few of them I've waxed. Some of the other ones need to oxidize a bit, but yeah, really loving it. So let's kind of take a peek at the progress we've been making so far. So as you can see how I've built the roof and everything, it's kind of an odd way of building, just like omitting sections. And here it's kind of janky because I don't know exactly what this tower is going to look like. But I've done a really good job. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I've done a pretty good job of keeping to the guidelines that I set with the wool. I haven't really deviated a whole lot, which is just fantastic for me so far. So there are a few things I need to do. Probably don't want this to be spawnable, so I need to place some slabs up here. Might be a good choice. Maybe turn that into a stair. A few things like that, but it is coming along not too bad. The Great Hall will be done very shortly, which I am very excited about. The next section that we need to do for our wall is this one back here, and this is going to be one of the sections that I'm going to fly away from that creeper. This section here and this section over here are going to be kind of alleyway sections, I suppose, where there's going to be a tower here, a wall here, a tower here. It's just kind of like empty space back here. But I think it's important that we do the walls properly anyways, just in case we want to have like a door from this tower and then a little tiny walkway, outdoor area here, maybe an area where people can get up the wall, things like that. So I'm going to fill these all in. And then for sections like this, where this main castle wall will probably fill up all of this space. So this actually doesn't need a face on it. So I will probably just do it all in brick, just so that we know where the wall is. We don't have to worry about it. Maybe I can do the roof up top, but it's more for interior stuff, so that when I want to start on the inside, I have this wall here and they're not a big blank space. So that might look a little out of place. It'll be pretty much untextured. But, we got to make compromises. We got to just have something to hold the place of that wall before, hello, you creepy little friend. I'm going to leave. Goodbye. And I think that's going to do it for me for this episode. I'm going to do the rest of the Great Hall off camera. It's nothing really that I haven't shown you so far. It's going to be kind of the same palette, the same, block design, things like that. So there's only so much of that. This was the interesting stuff, the design process and the front of it. Obviously, this is the best part. This door, I'm still not 100% sure on. I mean, it's kind of meant to look like a door that could swing. I don't think it's working for me. I might adjust that a little bit. For now, it's fine. So that is where I'm going to leave you. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. My name is Fiasco, and I will catch you in the next one.